We are in down. So here's Francisco Lindor now. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Smoke toward the hole. And this will get through into right. And he's aboard with a single.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so it has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. When you start giving north, it makes it super tough on players. Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found the barrel to the first two guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Into the box, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll get to take his first cuts here. No balls and a strike to count.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Very weakly on the ground. Lindor at second. Brantley is over at first with one away. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Fastball called for strike two.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up two singles early.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Two down, runners at first and second. Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Here's Justin Smoke now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And there's one down now. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. VP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers the hard hit line drive.
Russell Martin now. He swings and grounds it to short. The second for one. On to Alonso. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Here's Yonder Alonso. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Yonder Alonso.
In there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in.
Number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch-outs. 2 away now.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Fastball in there for a called strike. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, he's 0 for 5. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. McKinney will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the... Into the box now, Dingerz Solarte. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
Dingerz Solarte.
This is pulled into right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. He'll get it into second. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double. Coming to the plate now, Troy Tulowitzki. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Chisenhall going back to the track, to the wall. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A 2-run home run for Troy Tulowitzki as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
I'm cold in this booth, so I know those players have to be cold out there. But it doesn't matter to him. He still has enough power to knock it out of the park. To the opposite field, no less. Now that is some man strength.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Number 9.
In now, number 9. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The next 0-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And let me tell you about first baseman Yonder Alonso. The bat plays, we get it. He's there for offense. But don't sleep on the defense as well. He's battled his injuries, but he's out there going to the post, making picks and bailing out his boys in the infield.
Here's the 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Swinging. They're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your hand.
And there he goes towards second. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And he is out on the tag. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Stepping in, Yan Gomes, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Gomes has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. He singled his last time up. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Still 1-2. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Misses off the plate.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And another foul ball. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And he finally puts him away here as he strikes him out after an 11 pitch at bat. Here's Michael Brantley. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Next to bat for Toronto, number 13 is ready for his first AB here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving in.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Into the box now, Kevin Pillar. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now the 0-1. Line towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box, Russell Martin will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Martin, a Canadian native. He was a 17th round pick during the 2002 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 0-2 pitch. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to Alonso. It's a double play. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. The tag's there, and he is out. A triple play. Riding in once again, Jose Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs.
Play ball. 3. He's out.
Now in the box, dingerz Solarte. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
dingerz Solarte.
Way in front of that fastball.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2.
Coming to the plate now, Troy Tulowitzki. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Wow, there's a case of the ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Stepping in now, number 68. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 9.
Now to the plate, number 9 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Line drive to center field, and Kipnis will put this one away, and that ends. In now for Cleveland, Lonnie Chisenhall. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And this swing is wrapped out to Tulowitzki at short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jason Kipnis.
So digging in now, Jason Kipnis. He flew out in his last at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1 pitch on its way. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of. Standing in, Billy McKinney. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Number 28.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone as they add still another. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Number 13.
In now, number 13. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit. So the 9-hole hitter comes through with the base hit, and that brings up the top of the order now with nobody out.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Hard hit ball to second. Ramirez is up with it. There's one. On to Alonso. It's a double play.
Center fielder, number 11.
Digging in once again, Kevin Pillar. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Line drive, base hit down the line. The relay, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Right fielder, number
Here's Randall
15.
Grichuk. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And gone up into the second deck. Randall Grichuk, a 2-run shot as this lead swells to 7-0. Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Standing in now, dingerz Solarte. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to... Striding in for the Indians, Francisco Lindor. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Chopped on the ground to first. Smoke comes up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Play ball. That hit him.
Michael
Troy Tulowitzki will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Lindor right there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting. Number
Settling in
68.
now, number 68. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Now batting.
So
Number
striding
9.
forward now, number 9. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Pitch strike 3 called. The throw. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. Lonnie Chisenhall will.
Leading off for Cleveland. Right fielder. Lonnie Chisenhall. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Blue Jays. Number 24.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, dingerz Solarte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today.
really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Richard stands at second with no outs.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. Richard rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score as they push their lead to 8 now. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect it.
There's a swing and a drive. And everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as this lead got even wider.
Now batting.
Into the box number 9. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
Hit down the third baseline. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
Number 28.
So coming to the plate, Billy McKinney. He went deep back in the 5th.
Sometimes you just got to thank your lucky stars right there. Definite missed execution pitch right there. Eyes lit up on that pitch right down the middle.
Another example of how difficult it is to throw 3 quality pitches in a row. The first 2 pitches right on the corner. That one a little bit too much at the plate.
Line towards center field. Kipnis is right there to handle it, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Ready now, number 13. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch on its way. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Touchdown.
Here's Justin Smoke now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as the blowout continues. Adam Simber enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a three-ring circus.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here. Almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan,
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Welcome back to MLB Network. A shot there of the nighttime.
Leading off for Cleveland, first baseman number 17, Yonder Alonso.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day.